I am Luciana Hartwin. Welcome to the Lilith Verse. As always, if you find value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. Medusa, a deep dive into the dark goddess. Here on the Lilith Verse, we honor the goddess Lilith as a guiding force for those of us exploring our shadows. But Lilith is not the only dark goddess who helps us delve into the depths of our soul. Many goddesses call to us, each offering their wisdom and strength as we process our pain, embrace our shadows, and reject the toxic allure of constant positivity. Among these fierce and transformative deities stands Medusa, a symbol of survival, power, and profound transformation. Tonight we step into her labyrinth. In the shadowlands of myth, where gods and mortals blur into each other, there stands a figure whose gaze has petrified the imagination of humanity for millennia. Medusa, the serpent-haired, the vilified, the victim, the survivor, the goddess. The story of Medusa. Medusa's story begins in ancient Greece, a tale whispered with both awe and fear. Most know her as the Gorgon, a monstrous woman whose gaze could turn flesh to stone. But was she always a monster? One version of the myth tells us she was a maiden of great beauty, a priestess of Athena, devoted and pure. But beauty can be a curse, especially in a world where gods often act without mercy. Poseidon, the sea god, desired her and violated her within Athena's temple. And Athena, instead of punishing the god, turned her wrath on Medusa, transforming her into the creature we know today. Her hair became living snakes, her eyes imbued with a lethal power. Other myths cast her as a creature born monstrous, one of the three Gorgon sisters, born of ancient sea deities. In those tales, Medusa is the only mortal among her sisters, destined to live and die at the hands of Perseus. What's remarkable is how Medusa's myth evolves, a journey from victim to villain to something far more complex. In later interpretations, she's not merely a monster, but a protector, a guardian whose images ward off evil. Could it be that the story of Medusa is a reflection of how we treat those who have suffered, those who defy, and those who dare to wield their power? Signs Medusa may be calling. If Medusa's story resonates with you, it may not be coincidence. Her voice is not loud, but quiet, carried on the winds of intuition and shadow. She does not call with blaring trumpets, but with whispers that coil in your dreams and settle like stones in your heart. Here are some signs she might be reaching out. Snakes in dreams or reality. The snake is ancient, older than words, a creature of transformation and rebirth. If you dream of snakes, their sinuous forms winding through your sleep, or encounter them unexpectedly, it may be her touch. These serpents are more than creatures. They are symbols of hidden wisdom and the cycles of shedding, growing, and becoming. Pay attention to how they make you feel. Fear, awe, or curiosity. All are valid responses to the goddess's presence. Feelings of injustice. Do stories of wronged women ignite a fire within you? Do you find yourself grappling with memories or moments when you were silenced, overlooked, or wronged? Medusa understands these feelings intimately. Her mythology is a tapestry of betrayal and survival, and she reaches out to those who share this resonance. She may come to you in moments when the weight of injustice feels unbearable, offering not just solace, but the power to rise above it. Stone and stillness. Stones speak in a language older than time. If you find yourself drawn to the cool permanence of stone, statues, fossils, crystals, or even the jagged cliffs of nature, it may be her influence. Medusa's power is one of stillness, of preservation. She teaches us that there is beauty in immutability, that some wounds are not erased, but transformed into moments of survival. She invites you to pause, to be still, and to honor the strength in simply enduring. A call to reclaim your power. Have you felt pushed to the brink, shattered by life's relentless storms? Medusa's call often comes when you are on the edge, when the only way forward is to rise from the ruins. She whispers to those ready to reclaim what was taken, to wield their pain as a weapon and their scars as armor. Her presence is a reminder that power lies not in forgetting, but on owning your story, every jagged edge and shadowed corner. How to build a relationship with Medusa. Connecting with Medusa is an act of courage and reverence. She is not a goddess of light and ease. She is a mirror, reflecting your deepest fears and truths. Here's how you can honor her. Create a sacred space. Decorate an altar with symbols of Medusa, snake imagery, seashells, and stones. Add candles in shades of green and black. Offerings. Medusa favors offerings of eggs, obsidian, and incense made from herbs like sage and mugwort. Meditation and visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself entering her cave. Ask her for guidance. Listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Shadow work. Medusa is a goddess who thrives in the shadows. Journaling about your fears, trauma, and desires can help you connect with her energy. Medusa and Lilith, kindred spirits. Now let's turn to the comparison between Medusa and Lilith. Both are dark goddesses, but their stories carry unique flavors. Lilith is a rebel, a creature of fire and ferocity, the first woman to look the divine in the eye and say, no. She chose exile over obedience, sovereignty over servitude. Her power is wild, untamed, and unrelenting, a flame that cannot be extinguished. Medusa, by contrast, is a survivor. Her story begins with tragedy, her power born of pain and transformation. She is stone and stillness, a guardian who does not chase, but waits. Where Lilith storms the gates of heaven, Medusa stands firm at the threshold, unyielding. Yet they are bound by the same thread. They are symbols of the maligned feminine, demonized by societies that feared their power. Both have been cast as monsters. Both have reclaimed that label, turning it into a mantle of strength. To follow Lilith is to walk the wilds, to embrace chaos and freedom, to burn bright and unapologetically. To follow Medusa is to enter the labyrinth, to confront the shadows within, to find strength in silence and resilience in stillness. Lilith teaches defiance. Medusa teaches endurance. Together, they remind us that to be whole, we must embrace every facet of ourselves, the fire and the stone, the chaos and the calm, the rebel and the guardian. They are two sides of the same coin, and their lessons are not mutually exclusive, but beautifully intertwined. Medusa's tale is one of transformation, resilience, and unyielding power. She reminds us that things we fear most can become our trusted strengths. If you find her gaze, do not look away. Meet her eyes and let her show you the truths you've hidden from yourself. If you found value here, please share, like, comment, and subscribe. I am Luciana Hartwin. Thank you for joining me today here in the Lilith Verse.